Ladies and gentlemen, our next contest this evening is a special attraction featuring one of our 2008 Olympic boxing team. It is 4 3-minute rounds in the super middleweight division. Firstly, in the red corner, wearing the white shorts, weighing in 12 stone 8 ounces. He enters the ring with a record of 12 wins from 26 contests. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting and introducing from Mountain Ash, Wales, Nathan King. And across the ring in the blue corner, wearing the gold and black shorts, weighing in 12 stone 8 ounces, is a man who needs no introduction in the boxing world. As an amateur, he won 2 ABA championships and a Commonwealth Games bronze medal in a career that culminated in an Olympic gold medal in 2008. Currently undefeated in his first 4 professional contests. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to the 2008 Olympic middleweight champion from Harlesden in London, James DeGale. Your referee in charge of the action is Mr. Mark Perry from Waterloo Spring, who will now give his final instructions to both boxers. Ladies and gentlemen, 4 3-minute rounds.
Round 1.
So James DeGale, the third of our Olympians this evening here in Newcastle, takes on Nathan King, who's actually fought for a world title before, would you believe it, Colin Hart?
Well, yes, I can't understand why this has suddenly been reduced from 6 rounds to 4. We have no explanation for that. But
well, we're being told perhaps it's timing issues with all the early fights going the distance. It does seem a bit strange, doesn't it, Colin?
except the last one.
Well, it almost went the distance, didn't it?
Facts, Ian, facts.
You know what I meant. He went into the 6th round, 9 seconds. I can be forgiven that. And the first one went short as well, didn't it? Ronnie Heffron.
Yeah.
So this one cut down to 4 rounds. And it can make things tricky, can't it? If it just becomes a straight sprint then.
Yep.
And against a journeyman with a bit of ambition.
It's like a 5 furlong race, isn't it?
Yeah, you've got to be good right from the off. Which
Yes.
DeGale generally is, to be fair to him.
Like going back to the amateur days.
It's DeGale in the rather fetching mustard yellow shorts. King in the white shorts. And he's looked pretty good, James DeGale. He didn't look great on his debut, did he, Colin?
No, a lot of that could have been nerves.
Nerves. He got a bad reception from the crowd up in Birmingham. But generally, he's been pretty well received around the country.
Well, he's certainly got a good reception here tonight.
Yeah, great reception here. They are. A good crowd up here in Newcastle.
Yeah, well, a great sporting crowd, and they've been starred of top-class boxing up here for a long time. Since I think Hatton and Calzaghe were the last to fight here a few years ago.
We did the contenders up here as well, didn't we?
Yes, but I mean, top-class World Championship boxing that we've got tonight.
I remember that night, a fantastic atmosphere. Calzaghe and Hatton both won early.
Well, Calzaghe, if I remember, was it with Tucker Pucknell or what it was?
Very late replacement for Julian Jackson, or can't remember now.
It certainly wasn't Julian Jackson.
I can't remember. Was it?
Anyway, it doesn't matter. All I know is that they love their sport here and they love their boxing. I mean, this used to be a very good fight town years ago when I used to come up here to the St James's Hall, which is a very famous arena. The most famous arena, of course, in the northeast. And it was in the days of Maurice Cullen, who was the British lightweight champion.
It's going back a few years.
1960s, not fun.
It's before most of all the boxers, I imagine, tonight were born.
I should hope so.
There's a few knocking around in their 40s, isn't there? Not on the card this evening. DeGale in his early 20s. And he's 4-0 as a pro, 3 wins early. He's going to be given something to think about tonight by King. He's a former sparring partner to Joe Calzaghe. Nathan King, he's fought for the WBU super middleweight world title.
Well, that's why when you said he's fought for the world title, I didn't say anything.
He's.
Some people might regard that as a world title. I certainly don't.
Were you up in Scotland, Colin, when he fought Kenny Anderson?
Yes.
I was a bit unlucky that night, from what I remember. So he's not got the best record.
And deserved to be boxing more than 4 rounds. That's my attitude.
Well, 10 seconds.
Well, having seen Billy Joe and Frankie Gavin both box 6 rounds, and it just kind of takes away a little bit from the fight, doesn't it? It just becomes a,
as you said before, a bit like an exhibition.
yeah.
And it, changed the fighter mindset, like DeGale, thought he might pace himself. Now he's got to more or less sprint from the beginning.
Yep. Gavin's, Nathan King's only been stopped the once. It's by Tony Quigley. And DeGale will be going some to get him out of here early this evening. This division is well, historically an interesting one, isn't it? Super middleweight. I don't know if that's where DeGale will end up. He's bang on 12 stone tonight. Doesn't look as if there's that much more to come off him, does there, Colin?
No, he's quite finely tuned at 12 stone, isn't he?
To get down to middle.
He's tall enough to be a light heavyweight.
Well, you think that Billy Joe Saunders tonight was, what, 11-7?
Yep.
That's £7 lighter than DeGale, and DeGale looks at least a couple of divisions bigger than him, as he just gets clipped with a right hand on the break there. Looks surprised, looked out of the ring. Well, he's not showing too much at the moment, DeGale. Tricky opponent, this. How did you have the first round, by the way, Colin?
I gave it to DeGale. It was not. Neither of them did very much. I just thought DeGale did slightly more than King. There wasn't very much in it. I think DeGale's winning this round.
He's been given something to think about, though, by King. Again,
It's
he's
good stiff jab, smack in the face for King.
he's another one of these fighters, isn't he, Colin? Who almost got the record of a journeyman, but it's like that step above. Just a body who turns up.
DeGale's getting to his head now. Firing lefts and rights.
Nice chopping, a couple of shots there from DeGale. King's in trouble.
A good burst of 3 uppercuts then by DeGale. All landed. King took them well. But then his reputation is of being extremely durable, and that's why he's in there.
Chopping right hands from DeGale, finding their target.
One thing about DeGale, he is desperate to please.
I think that's why the boos hurt him so much, didn't they, on his debut?
Yeah. There's no doubt he won that round.
Yeah, big round that for DeGale. Turned pro way back in 2001, Nathan King. He's still only 28 though. And he's got that 26 fights, lost 14 of them. So only not stopped very often though.
How many times have been stopped? Twice?
Yeah, once he retired, and then an out-and-out stoppage against Tony Quigley.
10 seconds.
Lost that fight against Kenny Anderson by a single point up in Scotland. Very unlucky that night. It's round 3 though in Newcastle. Remember, this one cut from 6 to 4 rounds. Not quite sure why. Might be time constraints. It's James DeGale who's won the first 2 rounds, though, on Colin Hart's scorecard.
It's possible the referee gave that one even, but as you know, my old bugaboo, I don't give even rounds.
I think DeGale did enough to win the last, didn't he, quite comfortably?
Oh yeah, there's any doubt about that. DeGale said something to King in there. I don't know what it was.
I don't know if it was because DeGale almost lost his footing a little bit, just slipped. And I don't know if he apologised over that or said something to King. The Welshman didn't seem to react at all. I suppose you've got to be pretty tough, haven't you, Colin, if you spar with Joe Kawasaki?
Yes, it's a tough way of earning a crust, that.
See David Hay and Adam Booth ringside. I'm sure we'll see some more famous faces as well this evening. They're watching this one. James DeGale against Nathan King.
Probably some Newcastle United footballers. They played today at St James's Park, so they probably, a few of them, come on tonight to the fights.
Yeah, 2-0 winners at home against Watford, Newcastle. There's a mouse developing under Nathan King's right eye.
Yeah, his face is reddening up now.
He's chopping little right hands. Another one there from DeGale. It's a very effective punch on the inside. Oh, lovely stuff from DeGale. The first 3 landed, the second 3 all missed. Back comes King, though. Oh, good shot from DeGale. 2 right hands. 2 left hands, sorry, I beg your pardon.
Quick thinking, wasn't it, by DeGale then. Saw an opening
Yep.
in a split second and whacked in 2 very good punches.
Now he switches southpaw. Just gives King a little look at the end of that round, and another one comfortably in the bag for James DeGale.
It must be a bit frustrating for DeGale having to come back down to 4 rounds.
Tell you what, he's kept good company, Nathan King. Look at his record here. He only lost by a point to Tony Dodson, who went on to win the British super middleweight title. Stevie Maguire, British super middleweight title challenger. He only lost by a point to him. He only lost by a point to Kenny Anderson. Yeah, DeGale's really doing a job on him, isn't he, Colin?
Yeah, he's doing an excellent job. It's not particularly spectacular, but it's certainly very efficient. He's doing what he has to do. That's win. You know, DeGale has got a good defence, you know, as well.
We just see why he's won that Olympic gold medal, can't you, Colin?
Oh, sure. As I say, you don't win Olympic medals or world title medals as an amateur unless you're pretty good at what you do. And to win a gold, of course, is a fantastic achievement.
Again, his reflex is just so good. fact, on the inside there with his hands almost by his side, and now a chopping right hand. It's been an effective punch in this fight.
Yeah, but that was an arm. They're arm punches. You know, he hasn't got his full weight behind them.
Good boxing though here from DeGale. He was talking in the build-up to this one about his ballet lessons when he was a youngster.
Well, new I heavy ain't.
No, but he's got that. He's a good mover, isn't he? In the ring.
Yeah.
And again, just too much here for King. I think if this had gone 6, he would have fancied his chances of stopping him. Around a minute left of the fight. More good left hands from DeGale. King's getting a bit of a working over, isn't he, in this round, Colin?
Well, yes, he's won it very comfortably. You can tell.
That right eye of King's.
I'd just say King's face is
swelling up,
very
isn't it?
puffy and bruised looking.
So win number 5 for James DeGale coming up, I think.
Well, it's 5-0 for all all 3 Olympians.
They've all looked,
A very satisfactory end to the year.
they've all looked good in their kind of varying ways tonight, haven't they?
Yeah,
I think Frankie
and
gave
let's
him-
hope that Billy Joe's hand injury is not too serious and they won't keep him out the ring for long.
Oh, good shot that from
It
DeGale
really hurt, that one.
to end the fight. A stunning right hand. And King is here, the belt.
Well, King earned, whether he got paid for 4 rounds, he certainly earned it this evening.
Well, he did. I think he's probably quite grateful that it was only 4 rounds because another couple, Colin, and I think he would have been taken out, wouldn't he?
Well, I would have thought so. Well, it certainly it was on the cards that he would finish if it went very much longer.
So a potentially tricky little contest that for James DeGale has turned into a relatively easy night's work, hasn't it?
Well, I think it's been an easy night work for all 3 of them.
But they all stepped up in class, didn't they, Colin? And
Yeah, they're coming, as they would say, they're
Your
coming.
referee scores a contest
Here's Mark Burtis.
40 points to 37. The winner. In the blue corner from
Well, that
Harleston,
first
London,
round, which I gave to DeGale, and I said it's quite possible that the referee gave it even.
yeah, close first round that.
Yeah, but as I say, going back to the 3 Olympians,